Joseph and his colorful coat. In the sun-drenched land of Canaan lived a boy named Joseph. His father, Jacob, loved him dearly, perhaps a little too dearly, and gifted him a coat of dazzling colors. It was a swirling masterpiece of crimson, sapphire, emerald, and gold, a coat that shimmered like a rainbow after a storm. But Joseph's 10 older brothers, their faces as rough and brown as the parched earth, didn't share their father's affection. They watched Joseph, their eyes burning with a bitter, green jealousy, like the unripe olives on the trees. Joseph, unaware of the storm brewing around him, often shared his dreams. Dreams where golden sheaves of wheat bowed to his, and the sun, moon, and stars knelt before him. These dreams, meant to show God's grand plan for Joseph, only fueled his brothers' anger, turning their hearts to stone. One sweltering day, when Joseph went to check on his brothers tending the sheep, they saw their chance. "Look," they sneered, "here comes that dreamer." They seized him, their hands rough on his vibrant coat, and tossed him into a deep, dry pit, like a dark, gaping mouth in the earth. As Joseph cried out, his voice echoing in the pit's emptiness, his brothers debated his fate. Some wanted to leave him to die, but Reuben, the eldest, secretly hoped to save him. When a caravan of Ishmaelite traders passed by, they sold Joseph as a slave, his colorful coat stained with tears and dust. Back home, they dipped the coat in goat's blood and showed it to their father. Jacob, who wept as if his heart had shattered into 1,000 pieces. He believed Joseph had been devoured by a wild beast, his grief a heavy, dark cloud over the family. Joseph, far from home, endured hardship and betrayal, but even in the darkest of times, God's light shone through. He rose from a slave to a trusted servant, and then, through his gift of interpreting dreams, to a powerful leader in Egypt. Years later, a famine struck Canaan, forcing Joseph's brothers to travel to Egypt for food. They stood before Joseph, now a powerful man, and bowed low, fulfilling his old dreams. Joseph, seeing their fear and remorse, felt a wave of forgiveness wash over him, as warm and bright as the Egyptian sun. "Do not be afraid," he said, his voice gentle. "Though you meant to harm me, God meant it for good." He embraced them, and the tears they shed were not of bitterness, but of healing and reconciliation. Joseph brought his entire family to Egypt, where they lived in peace and abundance. The colorful coat, though stained and torn, was a reminder of God's unwavering plan, a plan woven with threads of jealousy, forgiveness, and love, a plan as beautiful and enduring as a rainbow after a storm. Thank you for watching. Follow for more.